Hi, and thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about the healing cycle, and I've mentioned a couple of different parts of the healing cycle throughout this course. When we are healing from a traumatic event, we are allowing that traumatic event to dissipate. We're letting go of attachments, but we're also cognitively coming full circle. When we experience trauma, we get stuck in a particular place. And oftentimes we go from the initiating event to the place where we got stuck, back and forth and back and forth. This creates an energetic blockage, usually that starts in the mind. The more we think about it, the more we try to rationalize it and make sense of it, the more the body holds, creating postural conditioning. When we start to work through our trauma, we start to recognize the initiating event, the place where we're stuck, and why we're stuck. We ask ourselves, when I feel stuck in that place of trauma, how do I feel about myself? Not how do I feel about the other person, not how do I feel about the experience, but how does that make me feel about myself? When I ask myself this question, I might come up with that I feel less than. I feel lacking or flawed, disconnected, incomplete, perhaps even bound by time or out of control in some way. And this will give me insight into what's actually going on. That helps me move a little bit beyond stuck. And then I can say, okay, do I want to go back in and look at that place of stuck and apply compassionate self-forgiveness for the misunderstanding? Compassionate self-forgiveness is an excellent tool to use in the healing cycle. It's one of my favorite tools to use when releasing attachments to trauma. It helps us to let go of limiting beliefs and judgments. And it helps us to come back into our power and our wholeness. Once we have done that, once we've let go of the hurt, of the upset, then we can recognize that we are divine beings in a human experience and that everything we've ever experienced has been in effort for our awakening into the truth of who we are. We can thank ourselves for doing the work to come full circle. What once was a chasm of cognitive dissonance can now be a walk from the beach to the water, a gradual slope of understanding. The healing process can take time, and we can go through many iterations of it. But the more we do our work and the more we sit with the polarities of perception, the more we can let go of our attachments and we can move into a state of congruency.